we? No.
When you edit it. It's hard to see.
If you can't see, even more reason why you need to be overlapping. You're like sporadically moving your squeegee around instead of just overlapping the entire time. Because I don't even need to see because I know I'm overlapping my strokes. So it doesn't even matter what I see and I don't see because I'm cutting it. Make sense? This right here.
I'm gonna push it off.
Huh?
You're gonna push that way?
Yeah. Well, because the air release is that way, so why?
I pushed down, that's why I had all those.
Yeah,
blocks.
exactly.
On top of it.
So it's just my side.
Cut off by the hand area.
So yeah, so I'm thinking it's my side, but this side then, which might be why.
So you can move that down a little?
Yeah, I think so. What I want to make sure of is, yeah, see, where's part of me hates that he has all this right here because I have no gimme, but I think we can absolutely move this down because we can. Oh God. Let's double check our spot here. We went too high. Now we have to go back down. Okay, so in the drawing, we've got slips left. Where else is going to make a data point? Okay. Calm down. Now the trickiest one. Oh shit! Don't burn yourself. Okay. Now, moving out our tension. These will be our new anchors. This is what I should have done in the first place. I just wasn't sure if we were in the right spot yet. But now we've got a 1/4 inch here, so this little bit that I'm like a little off, probably not going to be very noticeable because I got a 1/4 inch that I can shift and adjust. So really, I'm just trying to make sure that when I look down the line, it all generally hits the right spot, which it does. Ooh. And then we'll grab that after we get back down. In the sunlight, it feels like weird. So if you look at the Mazda sign is near those blue flowers that we were talking about there. So we're kind of like,
Off to the right.
we're close, but we're off. I don't know if that's worth chasing if we feel good about everything else. So the other thing is, no, it's just off to the right. So, and then one of the other things is like around the license plate deal, you can see that this brown square is kind of like right in the middle of the license plate, which definitely, so if you outline our license plate, why don't you get a measuring tape and let's just see how close we are. Yeah, I think we're, yeah, that says we should probably go over a hair as well. So you look at it here. Obviously when we stretch, this is all gonna move, but let's get like some kind of baseline. So about a foot. And then if you go from here, that's interesting. So, oh, well, depends on where you're measuring from. Because it's like all on an arch. So if we're going from, that looks actually pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll lock in here. Yeah, we'll just tack it there. I don't think, we could technically go down, but I feel like once the emblem's on, because the emblem's gonna come out here. It doesn't, the pins are in the middle. So it's probably gonna be right where we need to be. So I think that's a good place to start. So we'll just start our stretch here. Maybe just pull it out just a little bit. We'll flatten that back out. We'll keep it all here. Maybe a little bit of, let me see that picture you took. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing really to worry about. Oh yeah, this all slopes. That's why my measurements were off. I thought it was square. It's almost like a Euro plate more than a, okay. So we did virtual conversations, cure footage here. So we did spend a lot of time working with the client to make sure that we put elements that were not gonna distort in a bad way. And all the biggest elements, I mean, this is all built around art, right? So these are all different paintings kind of merged into one, and Ryan did an incredible job lining everything up. You can see that on the hood and a lot of the other panels. Now we're just trying to round out the install. So that's the reason we're spending all this time. We dry fit everything prior to the install to kind of make sure that we were kind of going the right direction, because if we're tilted up or down or left to right, then these panels won't line up. So there's a ton of just initial dry fitting. But I think we're pretty close. I think enough that we can manipulate the film how we need. Grab the bumper pole. Straight. Let's just do that. And then, so I've got to come up to here and about here to here. So like 2 inches is where we gotta get to. So we gotta get some, I guess we can create a pocket. If we create a pocket here, we might be able to sink some of this in and even out that tension, maybe. I don't know. Let's get it to flatten up a little bit closer. I feel like that's too much. Let's get that flat right here so we don't keep lifting it. Let's get some heat. So when we heat, we're just gonna heat a big C. We don't want to heat too far here. We want to heat here and here. A little bit in the middle so I can get some stretch. Wondering if an IR would be better, but I don't want to make it too hot either, because that'll just make the film distort. Go a little further back so we can get a little shrink later if we need it. Perfect. Now the top a little bit more. And then getting our dice or whatever that, or not dice, domino, I guess. Okay, let's see where we're at. Ooh, that looks very close. Okay, now how does everything else look? I think that's so good right now. We're a little off, but it's abstract there, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay. All right. So let's figure out how to get down there. So we're just gonna try to pull away from this corner. We're gonna heat here and here, or in the middle too. Great. Keep coming towards me here. So we've got this cool exit in the license plate, so we just have to get our tension good here. Okay, go ahead and heat this way. So that kind of gets us away from that. And that's all good there. I'm gonna start to roll this in because that will create a pocket here. So that way we can have a little bit of extra material as we start to form into that pocket. So we have to do this evenly though. Okay, that's good. And then we'll slowly start to. Okay, so there's our hole. So now we're basically home on top, which means we can shrink hopefully all of that in. I mean, we have overlay pieces if we have to use them, but I want to try to see if we can get away without it. Get some here. Just even it all out. So we've got to get down that way. So we want all the shrink to come from this upper part. Oh. That's exciting. That is exciting. Oh man. And we just have to get the stretch the rest of the way. We want it to come from the flat, so that way it's not overstretched on this edge, because this is where the most tension will be. So now we'll cut it like a 1/4 inch away from the edge, relieve a lot of that energy stored in the film. We got a little bit of red here. We can cover that with a little bit, but it's in the most inconspicuous area. Now, like, the pattern isn't interrupted in the places where we would be the most concerned with. What do you think? Not bad? My harshest critic? Oh, got a little bubble.
I honestly can't do it.
What do you mean? You're gonna do the other side?
Oh man.
That's the whole purpose of me helping you with this one, is so you learn how to do it. You got it. I wouldn't tell you to do it if I thought you'd mess it up. So let's see, where are we trying to go? We want to get to this up there. So I need to go similar stretch. So let's start heating from the middle again, and then the top, like, nope. I think we can we can start to stretch, yeah. I think we're far enough out to the taillight because I got to get a lot of coverage without. I'd focus right here. We just want to flatten that out a little bit, so when you stretch, it's soft. Okay, that's probably good. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where we go. So now we need to go, how much more do we have at the bottom? So I want like heat here, and then some at the top. I need a little bit of shrink there. Yep, exactly. All right. Oh, I can't tell what the shape is. We're close though. Okay, so a little bit more. I think we can get there from, I don't even know if you do that. I think you just heat here and we can pull up. That looks really good. Yeah. All right, I think that's good. So now we just have to even everything out. The good news is this looks really good already. So we've got the right amount of stretch there. So all we need to do is to this get flat. That can get got from the license plate. This can get gone for the top. Okay, let's start evening it all out. So let's get just some heat there. Yeah, perfect. A little bit of heat though. That's good. Good. That's good, that's good, that's good. This is still fine. We'll get that when we get this. Let's get a little bit of heat up here. Give me some all around here so I can stretch out. We can pull that out. Okay. Some up here. We can roll the rest of this into the taillight, so that's good. This way. This way? No, no. So the first place that I started to shrink was from where? Where was I pulling? Yep. So what we want to do is we'll even all of this out first, and then we'll lift, and we'll basically start to shrink into here, and then we'll do this top section first. So when you get to here, what you're trying to do is create it here, so that way when you go in, you'll have less stretch. So now you even out. You just get that. That's there. So now you have a really good pocket. So now you can start working, yep, exactly, down on the. Can you feel the entire line of the upper edge? So what do you do to get the rest of the way? Yep, create a moon, about a 1/4 inch out. We're doing that to like just release all the extra stretch that came from this area. So now we're kind of isolated here. So now we're just gonna heat again. And then I like to hold this part and kind of feed it in. Yep. We'll see, you're getting the stretch from here. So heat it back. What you wanna do is you don't wanna pull it this way. You wanna pull it that way. And that's because exactly.
because you don't want all that stretch in like the highest like area. You want it from like one of the lower areas. This flat is going to be one of your highest adhesion points. I'd probably cut one more because it feels like there's still a lot of tension there. You like that, Daddy?
I like you being mic'd up with a monitor. That's great. That's great.
So we still have the trunk to line up, but I'm super happy with how the rear bumper turned out. We got this deal to line up, and you lose a little bit of this in the brake, but it's so close. Everything lines up so great. Ryan really did an exceptional job getting everything on here. And then on this side, where it transitions from the mermaid into the goldfish painting, all of this got all lined up super well too. So stoked with how that turned out. A lot of effort, as you guys saw hopefully in the clip before, or maybe it was time lapse, I don't know. But yeah, it's coming out amazing. Had a few customers walk in, see it. They were familiar with Klimt, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We're gonna get started on the front bumper now. So same thing, just get it all to line up, get it all to fit real well, and then yeah, then we're onto the trunk and the roof. So home stretch.
So what we're gonna look for is, see this red line on mine? That's the same red, there's a red line on yours, just like that. That's the tack points. So just start to get to that first. That's the first. Yeah, that'll work. Then we just have to rotate the crap out of this. Maybe I can get there. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well,
How's
there's
your...
nothing to rotate into.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Got the easy side. The heck? All right. I guess we'll start here then. Keep going. Are we on the bottom? All right, sweet. Give me a little bit of heat right there, just to balance it out. A little bit more, I think. Nope, not enough. I'm close. I have to rotate a lot more up. Oh, that's actually getting close too. Look at how close that is.
Oh yeah, the sunflower.
All right, let's go for it. Yes. So we're gonna heat down here. I'm gonna try to rotate it the rest of the way. Oh. Okay, so we can start shrinking back that way. And then hold on, I'm gonna need something here, like right here. Yeah, like in the wheel well area. And then back here, like across this panel. Yep. One more. It's this one just here.
Oh, it's that one.
What?
Huh?
This is gonna be parked in a parking lot, and a bunch of mushy kids are gonna come over and be like, oh. And then the owners will be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, the shit's moving.
What do you mean? The car's parked. No, it's
No,
moving.
the art is
car is moving.
Look, he is caressing her.
I'm pretty sure it's like.
Looking at that.
Yeah. Oh.